In this video, we're going to look at how to use Lightworks to edit our movies. Now, when you start up Lightworks, you might get a window that asks you for a username and password. Just ask your teacher what those are, and then we can get right to it. Now, once you're logged into Lightworks, it asks you to create a new project. In this case, it's just going to be ICT movie. You don't have to touch the frame rate, and you press create. As soon as you click on the create button, you end up having to import some clips. That means any movies that you took now have to come into Lightworks so that you can edit them. I've got all my movie clips in this folder over here, so I'm going to double click that. And what I'm going to do is click on the first one, scroll down, click on Shift on my keyboard and click with my mouse. That selects everything, and I'm going to import all of those clips into Lightworks. Should only take a couple of seconds to happen, and you end up with a window that has all the clips that you imported just now from that folder. If you go to the top right, there's a button that will let you go from the list view to more of a thumbnail or a little window view. So now what we want to do is look at each clip one by one to see which part of the movie clip we actually want to put into our movie. So I want to begin with this video of the outside of the school. And what I'm going to do is just rewind that to the start, click on the spacebar, and you can see that this is just a very quick movie about the outside of our school, just showing the name. Now you can also see that if I just forward that, there is 45, almost 50 seconds of that movie. I really only need a few seconds, so what I'm going to do is click on my spacebar again. I'm going to stop it there with the spacebar again, and then I'm going to click on this button, which is the in button. I can also press I on my keyboard, and I click that. Then I click the spacebar, and I'm going to just see there, and I'm going to stop it there, and I'm going to mark that as an out. So what I've done now is just told Lightworks that that is the only part of the clip that I want. Then I'm going to click on this button over here, and what that does is it creates a brand new edit. Now, an edit is basically a project. So what I'm doing right now, I can close this window, and if you've used iMovie or Windows Movie Maker, this should be kind of the same. So this is now where my movie is going to be made, and you can see that if I rewind, only the bit that I marked with the in and the out are in this video here, or in this edit window here. So I'm going to go to my next clip, click on it, and again, this is a clip I took inside the school, and I just want it to do that. So what I'm going to do is just rewind it again, click on the in, play it for a few seconds until, and I'll stop it about there and mark it out. And what I'm going to do is again click on the replace button, or that's the down arrow, and I'm just going to click there, and you can see that this clip is now inside my edit window after the first clip. So if I just rewind it, you can see that our movie is now starting to be made. So we kind of go from the outside of the school to the inside of the school, and I'm just going to forward that to the end. Let's go back to our clip window, and the third clip I want to do is, let's have a look, is this any good? No, that's not what I wanted, so that's, and let's go maybe to this one over here, and it just shows the stairs. Now obviously the movie I'm making doesn't make much sense because I'm really just showing you how to use Lightworks. And that's a pretty good clip there, so what I'm going to do is mark my in. I'm going to click on the spacebar, and I think I'm going to play about 7 or 8 seconds and mark the out. Now before I click the replace button to put it into my edit, what I need to do is show you what happens if, for example, I have my play over here. So let's say I stop the play button there, I go back to my clips and I click on this button. You can see what happens is the movie clip I was just looking at actually just overwrites, or if you like, takes the place of the first clip. So that was actually a mistake I made. So I'm just going to press Control Z and undo it. And what I really wanted to do was put that new clip at the end of this clip. Now the best way to do this is just to go up to my viewer window and click on forward, which is there. And what that does is it jumps right to the end of the last movie clip I put in. So now if I go back to my stairs, I can put them in. So what I have now is my movie being made from the different clips. So what if I have put a movie clip into my timeline, into my edit, and I realize I need to change it slightly? Well, the way to do that is to go to your clip, and what you can see is my mouse will change depending on where I put it. And you can see that if I go to the end of a clip, you get this shape. If I go to the middle of two clips, I get this shape. And if I go to the start of a new clip, I get this shape. And what I want to do is go to the end of this clip, like so. Just click on it. And what you can see here is on this clip, that's the blue clip, it's kind of pulled itself away from the edit. So what I can do now is just click on my mouse and move it, and you can see that I can make a clip shorter, but also I can make a clip longer if I wanted to, which is really useful. So what I wanted to do was just make it a little bit shorter, so kind of there. And then what I do is click again and my clips are back to normal. So that's a way of fine-tuning. But most of your editing should be done over here in this window using your ins and your outs rather than trying to do it on the timeline. So that's a really quick introduction in how to get Lightworks to get your movie clips from your camera or your phone onto your computer, into Lightworks, and then directly into an edit window so that you can start making your movies.